Two friends, two voices, one unforgettable conversation. One brings the story, one brings the laughter. Together, they bring heart, hope, and a whole lot of fun. From Guyana to the world, they're serving up wisdom with a smile, lessons with laughter, and conversations that leave you thinking long after the show is over. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, or grab your pepper sauce if you're feeling brave. Because you're about to spend the best part of your evening with two women who keep it real, keep it honest, and always keep it interesting. Welcome to Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie, where every laugh has a lesson, every story has a purpose, and every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie, where friends become family, stories become lessons, and laughter becomes medicine. Thank you so much, Jackie. Despite all the hassle and the technical difficulties, we're here. And that's what businesswomen do. We're entrepreneurs and we have backbones because you know why? We're Guyanese women. Let me introduce myself. My name is Patricia Peters, and you all know me by now. I am a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, a friend, and above all of that, I am a digital entrepreneur. So, welcome everyone. I hope you sit back, relax this Saturday night evening, and enjoy what we have to share with you guys. All right, take it away, Jackie. Jackie, I think you said it all. Yes, guys, you heard her, right? That's how we grew up. That's what we experience, our community, our village, our people, right? And we chose this topic tonight because we want you guys to reflect back on your neighbors. We've left them so many years. Maybe they followed us as well. So, our topic, as Jackie mentioned, the day we stopped talking to our neighbors. Thank you so much, Jackie. As you were talking, something came back to me. I started thinking about my childhood in Guyana, and I asked myself, what happened to the neighbors? Not the houses, not the streets, the people. I grew up in a little village in Guyana. And back then, your neighbors weren't just people who lived next door, they were family. If your mother ran out of sugar, she'd simply say, go next door and borrow a cup. If there was no flour, you'd borrow flour. If there was no pepper, you'd borrow pepper. Nobody felt ashamed to ask. Nobody locked their cupboards or counted every grain because everyone understood something. Today for me, tomorrow for you. I remember the evenings so clearly when the sun started going down. People didn't disappear into their houses. They brought chairs outside. Some sat on the front step, some leaned on the fence. Children ran through the yards playing cricket, marbles, skipping rope, or hide and seek. The adults laughed, they gaffed, they shared stories. They even pong some dogs sometime. They talk about the rice soup. They talk whoever got married, who had a new baby, who was leaving for America. Life wasn't easy. Most people didn't have much, but somehow nobody felt poor because we had something money could never buy. We had each other. And then I remembered something else. If you did something wrong, oh my goodness, the neighbors become your second parents. Miss Mary would stop you, Mr. Singh would correct you, Aunt Dolly would tell your mother before you even reach home. Back then, we used to complain. Today, I wish we still had that kind of community because someone always care enough to correct you. Someone always care enough to protect you. Someone always care enough to ask, how you doing today? Things are different. We have thousands of Facebook friends, hundreds of contacts in our phones. We can send a message across the world in seconds. Yet many people don't even know the name of the person living next door. That's me. I don't know my neighbor's name. I've lived here for 23 years. Sorry, guys. We have become connected with technology, but disconnected from humanity. We know what's happening on the other side of the world, but not across the street. And maybe, just maybe, that's one reason so many people feel lonely today. We have Wi Fi in every room, but real conversations are disappearing. You know, there's a Guyanese saying that I love: one dutty build dam. Little by little, together, we build something strong. That wasn't just true for building a dam, it was true for building a village. It was true for building families. And it's true for building a meaningful life. You know, when I lost my job last year, I wasn't just looking for another paycheck. I was looking for purpose. I was looking for people. I was looking for a community. And one of the greatest blessings of the business I'm building today isn't only the opportunity to earn an income, it's a relationship. I've met people from Guyana, Jackie, look at her, Canada, the United States, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, India, people I probably would have never met otherwise. We encourage each other, we pray for each other, we celebrate each other's victories, we help each other grow. And it reminded me of something I thought I had left behind in my little village back home: community. That's what success really is. Not climbing the ladder by yourself, but reaching back and helping someone else climb with you. Because money can buy a bigger house, but it cannot buy good neighbors. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy genuine friendship. Money can buy a bed, but it cannot buy peace. So tonight, before we end this conversation, I want to leave with you one simple challenge. Call before Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Check on an elderly neighbor, smile at someone you've been passing every day. Introduce yourself to the person who just moved in, because at the end of our lives, people don't remember the size of your house. They won't remember the brand of your car. They'll remember how we made them feel. Let's bring back the good old neighborhood. Let's check on our neighbors. Let's bring back kindness. Let's bring back community. Because when we build relationships, we don't just change neighborhoods, we change the world. Thank you very much, Jackie. That's my take. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You hear the saying, a close neighbor is better than a far brother. Mm. Mm. You know, Jackie, Roxy said, "Mom, can you give me the neighbor's name? Or do you have their number so I can send them an invitation for the wedding?" And I was like, "Honey, I don't know their name. I don't know their number." But as you said, all the years you've lived there, all the years 23 years I've lived here, I don't know my neighbor's name, their last name. I don't have their phone number, but we get along great. It was her 50th birthday. I got her a balloon. I got her a cake. I got her flowers. I got her chocolates that she liked. I got her a card and I give her $150. And she was shocked. Mike got her a case of beer that she likes to drink. So I think I did good for being her neighbor. And I still, Roxy's like, "Oh, don't worry. We'll give her a paper invitation. Don't worry about it." So I still don't know their names. I didn't hear any echoing girl, echoing girl. But remember, Jackie, this is a Guyanese show. And this part, we'll have to talk about our neighbors. We have to punk some dog tonight. So, Jackie, half of our show is always about business. We're professional. The other half, we're the crazies of Guyana, all right? We're two Guyanese women full of life, and we talk how we grew up. So, Jackie, I don't know if the younger generation will ever understand what it's meant to have neighbors back home in Guyana. But back then, neighbors weren't just the people living next door. They were part of your family. If your parents were, I said this already, if your parents weren't home, the neighbors watch over you. If you were sick, they come to check on you. If something happened, they were the first to know and the first to help. And nobody had to call first. They just hollered from the gate, "Hello? Anybody there? Anybody there home?" Before you answer, they were all already walking into the yard. Remember when your mother sent you to borrow a cup of sugar, flour, rice, or coconut milk? You take a little bowl and walk over like it was the most normal thing in the world, and nobody ever said no. If they had it, they shared. Jackie, if somebody was cooking curry, pepper pot, cook up rice, or frying fish, the smell traveled through the whole neighborhood. Sometimes the neighborhood would call over the fence, "Come and taste this now." Children belong to the whole village. If you got if you got into a mischief, the neighbors will correct you right there and then. By the time you reach home, your parents already knew what happened. And that happens all the time as kids growing up. And after dinner, people would bring out chairs and sit in front of the yard and they gap for hours. They talk about the movies they saw, who is giving birth, who is getting married, who run away with who, everything. Talking about cricket. They talk about all the village news, weddings, and everybody in between, right? So, Jackie, you tell me what your neighbor used to do when you were growing up. Mm. We had one of those too. Mm-hmm. 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 Jackie, if somebody die in the village, man, you'll go keep wake if they're Hindu, you keep wake 13 days, 13 nights, you be with these people. You drink coffee, you drink tea, you eat salt biscuit. Back then, people don't make stuff. People didn't know to make stuff back then, like bars and all these fancy things that you have at the wake house now. But you go there for the tea and the biscuit, you play dominoes, you play cards. They'll be singing and fun and laughing and helping these families to get through their morning. And so wedding as well. You every time a neighbor get married, you oil your pot. You oil your pot for 3 4 days. You're not cooking because there's free food. It's so much fun. Over here, you go to a funeral, people don't even give you anything anymore. And people, you a wedding, you go to a wedding 1 day, 2 day, done. That's it. It's not the same. It's not even going to church. When you go to church back then, you go because you want to be saved, you want to be religious, you want to be holy, you want to be kind. Now church is all about profit and money making, and it's like a business now. Everything changes. Back then we were so naive and sincere and honest. Now we're gangsters and tricksters and scammers, and we're so bad now. Yep. Thank you so much, Jackie. And before we go, I'd like to extend an invitation to all of our audience out there who are watching. And you know, we're businesswomen, we're business partners. And on behalf of Jackie and myself, we want to extend an invitation to all of you out there to take a look at what we do, ask us questions, check our website out, and let us help you, do something other than what you're doing right now, other than the 9 to 5 grind. Because I'll tell you something, nothing is guaranteed in life. Jobs are not guaranteed. And life does throw us curveballs sometime. So you have to be prepared for all these situations and instances that will occur in our lives. So if you can ask yourself this question: what if I get laid off tomorrow? Or what if I fall sick? Or what if I get fired? What am I going to do? I spent 20 years in this country already, 30 years, maybe 10, 5, 2, 3. Did I save enough for my golden years, for my kids' college? Did I save enough for the vacation I promised my kids? Can I take my kids to a nice restaurant without looking at my bank account? Right? Ask yourself all these questions. And if your answers are yes to all of these questions, I would think that we need to have a conversation. Have a conversation with Jackie or myself. Reach out to any one of us and let us guide you on this journey to start living a life that you truly want. Freedom and flexibility with abundance as well. That being said, again, thank you guys so much and have a good night, everybody. Jackie, you saying good night to all the New Yorkers?